guys, it's Nick, and today I'm going to rank every Blackhawks outdoor jersey from the 2009 Winter Classic to this upcoming Winter Classic, including the two Stadium Series. As you know, in my most recent ranking video, I ranked each outdoor jersey matchup the Blackhawks have had. So, like for instance, Blackhawks versus Blues for this year in 2017, Blackhawks versus Bruins in 2019, Blackhawks versus Minnesota in 2016, for instance, like that. But I'm going to rank now how the Blackhawk uniforms have looked in the Winter Classics by themselves, because in that ranking, I showed which ones would bring down the overall appeal of the look of the outdoor matchup. And well, some jerseys are in different rankings than they are in the matchup video. So after this video, I want you to go back and watch that ranking to see how different this ranking holds up. So let's get into this ranking, shall we? So at number 7, it remains the same as the matchup as I put the 2014 Stadium Series jersey. Here's why: the chrome Blackhawk logo. If they did not go chrome, this jersey wouldn't be much higher. The angular striping didn't help it either. It kind of was weird. Angled number sleeves to follow the angled striping. I always wondered why. And then only one tomahawk on the shoulder. If the Hawks were to have been allowed to put both tomahawks instead of one, maybe it would help it. But the chrome logo really hurts this jersey by itself. And that's why at number 7, it remains the 2014 Stadium Series from this ranking. At number 6, I actually have the 2017 Winter Classic. However, this is a true throwback uniform. The Blackhawks weren't very creative when they went to this Winter Classic in St. Louis. Why? The Hawks basically rehashed a jersey they wore a couple years ago and just changed up the logos on it. That was about it. It's a good uniform. I liked it. I liked the black helmet with it. But the fact the Hawks came out with a jersey similar a couple years prior, it kind of hurts this uniform on the ranking. However, I do like this jersey. When we get up to these rankings, it's where I'm at, where I like the jersey, unlike that 2014 Stadium Series. And while I mentioned it, the Hawks followed up the 2017 Winter Classic with basically rehashing their 2015 Winter Classic, and this is where it's at. At number 5, the 2015 Winter Classic. Do I like this jersey? Yes. Why? Does it look like a road jersey? Yeah. So it didn't get much for creativity points as well. If the Hawks would have gone with a vintage white, it would have helped it. But the Hawks didn't do that. They went traditional white jersey with their traditional striping pattern, other than the black cuffs on the white jersey. They moved the tomahawks down to the sleeve, just like in the 2017 Winter Classic was the same pattern. But the Hawks left their main crest on the jersey. So I always questioned that. But at number 5, I do have the 2015 Winter Classic because I like some of the details the Hawks added by the number kit. At number 4, it's the 2016 Stadium Series jersey. Why is the Stadium Series jersey ranked this low? Well, there's 3 other jerseys much higher. You do see me wearing this jersey a lot, but I do like what the Hawks were able to do. It was creative. It still looked to have fit the Blackhawks uniform setup and their history, taking elements from different uniforms and making it kind of to the future. Black shoulders on a white jersey, different to see, with the numbers on the shoulders as well. They also incorporated the Chicago flag stars in the collar. I did like how the Hawks put this uniform together. I would have been okay to have seen this uniform a little bit more than the only one game the Hawks wore it against Minnesota in the Stadium Series. At number 3, I have the new Winter Classic jersey for the Chicago Blackhawks. We haven't seen it on ice yet, but man, the Hawks hit it out of the park. Referencing Wrigley Field, of course, right? That quote. But the Hawks did a great job with it, from the number kit to the all-around appeal of the jersey. It takes the striping from their home jersey, shifting it up to the chests, and giving it a roundel logo. They take the Chicago Stars from their previous Stadium Series jersey and incorporate it into the crest as well. The gloves work perfectly with this uniform as well. And moving the tomahawks back down to the sleeves instead of onto the shoulders, it looks good. They're a lot bigger than the normal tomahawks you do see for a Blackhawk uniform. But man, the Hawks did a great job with their new Winter Classic jersey. And that's why it's at number 3, but it just could not pass up the next 2. At number 2, it's a throwback. It's the 2009 Winter Classic. I had it in number 2 for the matchup between the Hawks and Detroit uniform, but it remains at number 2 in this ranking. I love this uniform. It's perfect from how it was put together by Reebok, from it being a true throwback from the 1936 Chicago Blackhawks uniform. It looked great. It looked great when they promoted it as a third jersey, incorporating tomahawks when it was the third jersey. When it wasn't, it as just the Winter Classic, it didn't have tomahawks, as you could see by this picture. This was a good uniform by the Blackhawks. It worked well. It was a great connection to the Hawks' past history, and all around a great first ever outdoor uniform for the Chicago Blackhawks. But at number 1, we're going to have to get to it. It's still the this jersey Patrick Kane is wearing from the 2019 Winter Classic. This uniform as a whole, it was a thing of beauty. I love the black and white uniform the Hawks wore. This was a Blackhawk jersey I was asking the Hawks to do for years before it came out in 2019. I wanted them to wear this as a Stadium Series, this as a Winter Classic jersey. I wanted this uniform for a lot longer than it took them to bring it out as a Winter Classic jersey back in 2019 in Notre Dame. When the Hawks announced they were going to their 1934 uniforms, it was awesome because this jersey was based off the second ever uniform the Blackhawks wore from 1927 up to their Stanley Cup winning team in 1934. This is a thing of beauty. It looked great on ice, great on TV, and it was just a perfect throwback for your Chicago Blackhawks. Unfortunately, now the New Jersey Devils copied it. But this was a great throwback all around by the Blackhawks. They did it and hit it out of the park for sure on this uniform. And, well, that's how I have it ranked at number 1. When you saw me do this ranking where it was the uniform matchups, you could see the matchups can change the ranking of a jersey position. And with this one, I showed how I wanted these uniforms actually ranked in this uniform ranking for the Chicago Blackhawks alone. I didn't want to just do a ranking where it was both the uniform matchup and that was it, but I wanted to show the Blackhawk jerseys ranked by themselves to see where they hold. And there was some shifting in the middle parts of this ranking. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your favorite Blackhawks outdoor jersey of all time is. And if you are going to this upcoming Winter Classic tomorrow night at Wrigley Field, I will be there. I hope to see some of you guys there. So thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, Happy New Year, and let's go Hawks!